Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Elsa Nur Sabela. I'm from PBI Class A 2019. I would like to presentation about my paper. For the first, I would like to sorry to Mr. Aprianto because I only work the chapter 1 because I still confused to working the chapter 3, so I hope you will be understand. And then I would like to say sorry to Mr. Aprianto because I'm not really good condition, so if this video nanti saya bakal batuk-batuk, saya sangat memohon maaf Bapak. Oke, mungkin langsung aja. I would like to read my background of study, but before I would like to tell you my title of my paper. The title is The Manifestation of Gender Stereotypes in the Use of Sexist Language in Enola Holmes 2, using a critical discourse analysis. So the background of study: language as a means of communication and reflection of culture reflects the perception of society. This is why language that is used repeatedly becomes a normalized culture. This can have the effect of using language without regard to it can be detrimental to vulnerable groups. And then the perception that has emerged in society and has become a culture is about gender stereotypes. Society has a general view or impression of the attributes or characteristics that should be possessed and acts upon by gender. For example, males are identified with masculine and then females with feminine. In practice, especially, gender stereotypes are even attached to mindsets, types of emotion, skill, the object most often used by transgender. Some of them are like heart in males and make in females, and then dark colors for males and the bright colors for females. This is due to the use of sexist language. That is, language is indicates distinction of sex roles, representing men and women as unequal in their daily lives, that is carried out consciously and unconsciously. Sexist language also usually presents stereotypes that harm women. And then the sexist language normalized by society becomes the embodiment of the existence of gender stereotypes. This is already firmly embedded in our mindset. Legalized post-do ideal differences and standards between men and women and other gender identities. Finally, these differences are mostly detrimental and prone to affecting the well-being of the lives of each gender, behaving after referred to as gender bias. The adverse effects of gender stereotypes form superior and inferior understanding. This another effect are taken from Ian's published thesis entitled Gender Stereotypes Sound by Sexist Language in the Urban Lady. The first stereotypes on the dress that refers to male and female attitude, and the second one is the role stereotypes which corresponds to the role of men and women in the everyday lives, and the third is the interpersonal stereotyping that applies to how men and women behave in their everyday lives. The last stereotype is the stereotypes by physical features of men and women It is from Alice 1991 as cited in Yeni 2013. The above is depicted also in the mass media, in particular in films, presenting an uneven depiction of the role of women and men in society because it incorrectly assumes that men are cultural norms and the women are unimportant or impossible. In addition, women are often portrayed as objects for both the audience and male characters. Thus, film can influence the audience in looking at the world and women. Therefore, the film must be analyzed and criticized to find out how to portray sexist language for women through critical discourse analysis. And in this study, researchers aim to identify and elaborate sexist language for women at the level of words, sentence of phrase, and discourse in film and homes. And in addition, the author also analyzes the impact of gender stereotypes portrayed to the sexist language used in the film and homes. And then research question. The first is, how is gender stereotype portrayed through the use of sexist language in the film in homes? And the second one is, what is the impact of gender stereotypes in the film in homes? And then the scope of study. This research used a critical discourse analysis approach. The researchers only used Sarah Mill's theory that focused on feminist discourse, and in addition, researchers focused on analyzing sexist language in the three levels of words, sentence, and discourse to discover how gender stereotypes are displayed and positioned in movie. The study researchers paid attention to the portrayal of gender stereotypes in movie and significance of the research. Theoretically, study attempts to launch the idea that gender is beyond social construction through Enola Holmes movies based on critical discourse analysis theory. Moreover, gender is not an arbitrary product in culture or culture inherent. Also, this study is expected to unfold the relationship between the position an actor and gender portrays or gender construction in the movie. Particularly, this study is beneficial for readers to when the different insight about genders is not constructed but based on the beliefs and norms of the powerful section of society. Also, with a broader perspective, people are not fixed on masculinity for only for men and feminine for people are not fixed on masculinity only for men and femininity for women. Thus, the imbalance between men and women and discrimination against women can be eliminated first from themselves and then to others. This is the chapter 1, and thank you for your attention, Mr. Aprianto, and I want to say thank you.